spectacle in the sky.
Eclipse 2024!
Irving hosts 2 celestial celebrations for the total eclipse, and they attracted people from across the country. We are hearing from those who turned out for the memorable moment. Marathon motivation.
You're talking to me right after, so I'm pretty high on endorphins right now.
Thousands of athletes hit the streets for the Irving Marathon. Hear what drives them to participate. Switching and stitching.
Everyone deserves to learn.
Volunteers are making toys accessible to more children. Find out how this project is making an impact. Plus, recognizing first responders and how Irving residents can get free mulch. Now on City Source. Hundreds of volunteers turn out to clean up a local park with Keep Irving Beautiful. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We'll show you the turnout at the Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off later. But first, a once-in-a-lifetime chance to view a total solar eclipse. Forecasters had predicted overcast skies, but the weather eclipsed expectations, and people here had a great view. Irving hosted 2 celebrations, and Robert Sheik has coverage of both.
42-year-old Stefano Gallaverna traveled to Irving all the way from Milan, Italy, to witness something he'd never seen before.
I wish to see an eclipse, so I said, okay, I have to do this.
Gallaverna is one of the thousands who visited Irving to view the total solar eclipse.
There's people from California, from New York.
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Seattle, Washington, from Tokyo, from England. They're from all over the world.
The City of Irving, Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Las Colinas Association all partnered to host 2 watch parties at Heritage Park and Levy Event Plaza. With all sorts of entertainment and free treats, organizers ensured this Monday afternoon was a true Sunday fun day.
Fantastic! Can't wait to try it.
That includes the world's largest edible moon pie, which caught the eye of Mayor Rick Stouffer.
You look at the chocolate, it's identical to it because it's sticky and you'll really enjoy it.
There's no question who the superstar of this show was, though, and it had everyone looking up.
It's once in a lifetime right now, brother. The term once in a lifetime gets thrown around quite a bit. But unless you still expect to be here in the year 2317, this is your only chance to do this in Irving.
Boy, not only a good opportunity to show off our area, but also view a phenomenal.
Just looks like a crescent. She called it a banana.
As totality approaches, the temperature drops,
It is so cold.
and the anticipation rises.
It's a tiny little hair. It's getting smaller. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Finally, the moment they've all waited for.
Got the pick.
The crowd completely in awe.
Only 1 o'clock.
And then, the sun slowly peeks back out from behind the moon.
Incredible to see that in real life.
For Gallaverna, it was well worth the more than 5,000-mile trip from Milan.
It was crazy, but you know, you have to do some crazy sometimes.
Because sometimes, once in a lifetime really does mean once in a lifetime.
Eclipse 2024!
Robert Sheik for City Source.
A record-setting crowd of more than 4,000 runners turned out for the 12th annual Irving Marathon. The event started and finished at the Toyota Music Factory, and we caught all of the action.
4,300 of the greatest athletes on the planet. Runners, are you ready? Drum line, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's our 12th annual Irving Marathon.
Welcome to the streets of Irving.
Yes, University!
Fantastic! Are you kidding me?
It's right here in town. You can't beat it.
This is my first 10K in probably a decade, so I feel pretty good.
I've never been able to run with so many people that actually can keep up with me. So hey, and I can keep up with, so it was great. But it was beautiful, Nice little scenic ride all over Las Colinas.
The atmosphere, oh my God, the music, the scenery, everything, and the people.
What makes the Irving Marathon so special?
I think it's just the community, right? Everybody's supporting everybody, and the location is great.
Location? Like the realtors say, location, location, location. All the energy here is positive, and everyone running is like a team, so they're all encouraging.
All the people cheering me on as I was making my way. I'm on my own, but it didn't feel that way. Great experience for somebody like me with cerebral palsy. Just want to come out here, challenge myself, prove to myself that I can hang with everybody else.
We have gotten people to just be themselves. The way that we created that is by having the running events open to all fitness levels. So whenever we focus on wellness instead of winning, we as a community already are winning.
Your ladies 2024 Irving 5K champion.
This is one of the very few races where I see they have a custom medal for every distance, which means they respect every distance.
You don't have to be the fastest either, but you can dress up like an Easter bunny and maybe win the best dressed contest. We want to be motivating.
So there you have it in the half marathon.
The last mile and a half, I kicked it, so feel good. I'm standing right here, so I'm not on the floor.
PR! Woo! I was going for 1:59.59, and I think we beat that.
Jason was having fun out there. I think I won Masters. If not, it was close.
Nice job.
Y'all help me down.
What does running do for you?
Running gives me energy. It's a lifestyle for me.
Love to see the finish line smiles.
Yeah, I love the fitness, and I want to be around for my grandkids and great-grandkids.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it. You can accomplish greatness.
It's like mental clarity. It's the time where I can turn my brain off and just go.
It makes you feel so good. Stronger, better, faster.
Thank you all for helping out the Irving Schools Foundation.
Ever since we started, we've been working with the Irving Schools Foundation.
8 scholarships a year.
It's great to see everybody from the community and just have a good time. We're just grateful that we have a community like Irving.
Good medals, great support. It's one of the best races around.
Race director Lazaro Alvarez tells me that about 150 volunteers participated this year, and he is hoping more people will help out to grow future runs. Here's a look at upcoming events in the Irving Marathon Running Series. April 20th is the Paz Colinas 5K9 at Levy Event Plaza. That one is meant for you to enjoy with your dog. Then on May 18th, it's the Fiesta de Mayo Half Marathon. Learn more and register at irvingmarathon.com. Irving residents have a chance to have their voices heard. The 2024 resident survey is underway. Chime in with your views on city services, facilities, and other topics. The City of Irving conducts a survey every 2 years. It serves as a customer satisfaction report card and a resource allocation tool. Access the survey at cityofirving.org/survey. It closes on May 1st. To help inform voters in advance of the May 4th municipal election, a candidate forum featuring participating candidates running for city council is available to watch now on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/the City of Irving. It is also airing on ICT and Now, Channel 16 on Spectrum and Channel 30 on Frontier. Also, watch your mailbox. Registered voters will receive this card from the city with key dates and locations where you can cast your ballot. That mailer also includes information on a proposition for the issuance of $200 million in bonds for a City Hall complex project. The current City Hall is 50 years old and requires increasing costs for maintenance. In fact, about 500 maintenance requests are filed for issues on that building each year. If approved by voters and based on current assumptions, there will be a property tax increase of about 1.81 cents. That would impact the average single-family home by around $40 per year. There is a voter guide available in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese at cityofirving.org/City Hall. Paper versions are available at City Hall and at some Irving libraries and rec centers. Here are dates to keep in mind. Early voting runs April 22nd through 30th. Election Day, as I mentioned, is on May 4th. Candidate information and Irving Vote Center locations are posted at cityofirving.org/elections. Irving police officers and firefighters got a special thank you during an event hosted by the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. It took place outside the Criminal Justice Center. We talked with some of the people who turned out.
The Irving Hispanic Chamber is holding its annual Big Heroes event.
This is our 7th year. We do this just to show the first responders our appreciation for all they do for us.
This is amazing. You know, I tell you, officers are busy every day. They're stressful calls, and to see this, to see the community come out and support them, just it's awesome.
But it never ceases to amaze me that our community steps up and shows us the love every year.
This is the type of community support that I know for me as a city manager means a lot to the city. I know it means a lot to our firefighters and our police officers.
It's not only the first responders, it's the civilian employees in these departments.
Yes, we do extend it to everybody behind the scenes.
Thank you for that. Our civilian employees are oftentimes overlooked. People don't realize this. The police department employs over 200 civilian employees, and without our civilian staff, we couldn't do what we do.
We're all working together to make this a great community.
I want them to feel appreciated. I want them to feel the community loves and supports them.
When we talk about great communities, when we talk about economic development, when we talk about safety, when we talk about quality of life for their citizens, nothing could happen without the protection of the fire and police department.
The more that I get to know the first responders, police officers, firefighters, people, everyone is so invested in this community.
We're committed, as we always have been, to provide the manpower and the equipment that we need to be the best, because we are the best.
I just want to thank the community for their support. Our officers, our civilian staff couldn't do this job without the consent and the support of the community.
And you got the best fire department, police department in the United States right here in the city of Irving. Thank you.
The city of Irving is working to attract qualified employees. New full-time hires can be eligible for financial incentives. For positions deemed mission critical, the incentive is $5,000 spread out over a year. Now, this is not an exhaustive list, but there are positions in animal services, fleet, fire, and information technology that meet that mission critical designation. For other positions, the incentive is $3,000. The payments are made as long as there are no attendance or disciplinary issues. See an updated list of open positions at cityofirving.org/jobs. The city's newest edition of the popular annual financial report is now available. The report offers financial information in an easy-to-read format, along with information on city accomplishments and a look ahead to future projects. You can read it online at cityofirving.org/PAFR, and soon you will be able to pick up a copy at City Hall. Now to a project that is reaching a lot of kids. An Irving ISD initiative is helping children of all abilities discover the fun and learning opportunities toys can bring. Volunteers adapt toys for students with speech, cognitive, or physical disabilities. Our team got to see the program in action.
It's called Switched On Learning.
We are outfitting these toys in order for children of all accessibility needs to be able to use them.
So if a child can't manipulate a button for whatever reason, we're able to open up the toy, attach a wire to it, and then attach a button so that it can be manipulated and used by any child. Snip the switch out if possible. If you can't turn a toy on, then it's hard to love to play and it's hard to learn through play. So we're breaking down those barriers.
There was a need within the community. These toys have existed out there for many years, but they're very expensive.
We keep the cost low by buying in bulk through Irving Schools Foundation. We keep the costs low by using volunteer labor to do the hardest parts of making the toys.
I have no background or experience with sewing, so it's just something that I've been learning. Once you kind of start and get the hang of it, it's not as hard as you think.
It feels great to know that one of the toys that I'm going to be working on could be in the hands of a kid and could impact their future.
We, the Irving Schools Foundation, are volunteers. We didn't know this need really existed. So we're getting a lot of people out and we're expanding the exposure of the need that's out there.
Fiona's about to sing and dance for us. My apologies to Cyndi Lauper, but here we go.
We just hope to grow within the district. We're talking about doing maybe some PE equipment that's also adapted for students with disabilities.
And we've hooked up with multiple schools throughout Texas and throughout the country to teach them our process so that they can start these.
We want to help as many people as we can.
In addition to what you saw there, engineering students are involved. They use a 3D printer to make the new accessible buttons. The Music on Main concert series is back. This was the scene for this year's opening night with the Wanda King Big Band Review. There are still more chances to enjoy live music at Heritage Park on Friday nights in April. The city's special events team recommends bringing a lawn chair or blanket to enjoy the music, and feel free to get up and dance. April 19th, it's Watusi, and the series wraps up on April 26th with Barefoot Nation, a tribute to Kenny Chesney. All shows start at 7 p.m. and food trucks will be on site. Hundreds of volunteers turned out at Trinity View Park for Keep Irving Beautiful's annual Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off. They collected more than 350 pounds of trash and more than 200 pounds of recyclables. Along with individual residents and families, groups from nonprofits and businesses took part in this big cleanup event.
We're here today just to kind of help the community. We are located in Irving, Texas, and we figured this is a great way to get involved with our local communities here in Irving.
This is our city and we have to make it clean. That's why every time we will join in this program.
We are hoping that by gathering people of a like mind that can care about their community, that this will inspire other people to not only pick up litter, but to maybe not litter. So it's just getting people aware of what's going on.
The Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off is the state's signature event for Keep America Beautiful's nationwide Great American Cleanup Program. Here is something that may help you with your springtime gardening. Irving residents can pick up free mulch at the Hunter Farrell landfill during the month of April. Tuesdays through Thursdays, the mulch is available from 8 until 4. On Saturdays, the hours are 8 a.m. until noon. This is happening at the Hunter Farrell landfill, 110 East Hunter Farrell Road. And keep in mind, this mulch is in bulk, so transporting it in a pickup truck works well. Otherwise, bring bags or containers to get it to your home. We have been getting a lot of rain lately. Even so, this time of year, more people are paying attention to their lawns. So we have a reminder about the city's water restrictions. If your address ends in an odd number, irrigation is allowed on Sundays and Wednesdays. If your address ends in an even number, Tuesdays and Saturdays are your days to water. Irrigation is not allowed between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's when evaporation rates are highest. These time-of-day restrictions continue through October 31st. More details at cityofirving.org/waterutilities. Irving Solid Waste Services is hosting a household document shredding and electronics recycling event. It is on Saturday, April 27th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. or until the truck gets full. It happens at the city facility at 140 North Briery. There is a 2-box limit for shredding. For electronics, note that the city no longer accepts CRT monitors or televisions, and proof of residency is required. We are sharing tips throughout the year to help you toss like a boss. The City of Irving's curbside recycling program accepts glass bottles and jars in the blue recycling bags. And the city says another option is upcycling. Use glass jars for storing small items such as beads or screws. Also, Water Utilities recommends using jars to store and dispose of fats, oils, and grease to keep them out of drains. Atmos Energy says April is National Safe Digging Month, and it is providing safety tips that are timely as many people do landscaping projects this spring. Atmos says call 811 prior to starting any excavation project so lines can be marked. Digging without knowing the approximate location of underground utilities can result in disruptions to critical services, serious injuries, and costly repairs to underground utility lines. Also, plan ahead. Call several days in advance so crews have a chance to get to your location before you start digging. Kids Rock the Block attracted families for fun and education. On the next City Source, see some of what they learned. Also, we will have coverage of the Invited Celebrity Classic from the Las Colinas Country Club. And people dash with their dogs at the Paz Colinas 5K9. Those stories and much more next time on City Source. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, find us on YouTube at youtube.com/thecityofirving. We are always adding new content, so it is a good idea to subscribe. And while you're there, hit that like button on the videos you watch and leave us some positive comments. Also, you can look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.